My name is Numbskill. Welcome to Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
And since this is the day Marty McFly went to the future, we're reviewing this. This is the official LEGO Back to the Future DeLorean Time Machine set. This set came out in 2013 and was LEGO QSO set number 4, and this was before it became LEGO Ideas. Contains 401 pieces, ages 10 and up, and is set number 21103, and this is no longer available in stores. I got this 2 years ago, and now it's time to review it the proper way, in 2015. So, as you can see, this is the version of the DeLorean that is from the first movie, Back to the Future. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. This. There. Fixed. Oh yeah, it comes with this, these, and this, and this. To make it look like either of the three versions, or any of the three versions from the movie. I have seen all three of the original Back to the Future movies on regular DVD format and stuff, and I'm going to be purchasing the Back to the Future 30th Anniversary Blu-ray and Digital HD collection. I'll review that sometime in the future, maybe, I don't know, if I can, do it in a way that I can not use footage sometime, I don't know. Maybe I will use footage, but it'd have to be from YouTube.
Precisely!
So, first off, let's look at the minifigures. Also, Back to the Future is in LEGO Dimensions, and I will be doing a comparison of those minifigures when I have them. Probably this one first, because the Back to the Future level pack's already out. I'll be doing a full comparison of all the Back to the Future stuff later, as well as the Doctor Who. So, this is Dr. Emmett Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd in the original movies and in LEGO Dimensions. His hairpiece is not like that of the official one in LEGO Dimensions, because this was from before they thought of a way to do that, but his facial expressions are really cool. The guys that made this minifigure are really talented. Some of it did fade off just a little bit, because, I had these for 2 years. And he has a second expression as well. He's like, "Great Scott, Marty! We're in the future! Ugh!" If you like my impression, thank you. It's not even complete. And also, he is in his lab coat from the first movie, as you can see from here. So yeah, that's the Doc Brown minifig. Up next, we have the Marty McFly minifigure. He has his vest on, and I believe this is the same figure in the LEGO Dimensions level pack, or for Back to the Future. There's his second expression. He is played by Michael J. Fox in the original movies and in LEGO Dimensions. Yep. Michael J. Fox is back. And also he comes with his skateboard, but the level pack will come with his hoverboard instead. It's a shame we didn't get one in this set. And now, let's look at the most famous part of the all. The most famous part of the whole set. The car. The DeLorean Time Machine is one of the most popular things of American pop culture ever since 1985, which is 30 years ago, if I am correct. Oh yeah! Isn't that convenient? 30 years of Back to the Future, and it's all here right now, and in part 2, which came out in 1989, they went to 2015. And now here we are, celebrating Back to the Future Day. That's what they're calling it. So, the set, overall, is fairly accurate, except for one thing. There is no, glass pieces on the set, because instead it's just these. Also, the doors do flip out. The doors do flip out just like the original, and also you're able to put a minifigure inside. So I'm going to put Doc Brown in the DeLorean. Sadly, this can only fit one minifigure. Yep, one minifigure. So sorry, you're gonna have to take apart a few things and rebuild it to, you know, put two in there. And I don't have the time to do that. And also on the back, he has, there we go. He has his out-of-time driver's license plate. Blech. The famous out-of-time license plate. Yep. And if you look inside, let's take a look inside the car. Take Emmett out. That is the control console. And if it can focus in, please. I don't have time. Okay. There. So, it says 1/28/1958, which is the day the first Lego brick was created. And it also says 10/26/1985 to represent the current time. It's a brilliant reference, if you ask me. And in here is the flux capacitor. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I'm a big fan of time travel movies, and I have to say Back to the Future is probably one of my most favorite of them all. Even though I was born in the really late 90s, I'm a very nostalgic guy. And I have to say, if there's a Lego set based off of something from before I was born, I am going to get it. Besides, I also have the Ecto 1 set as well. And Doctor Who's been around for 50 years, so I'm also getting that as well. But it doesn't have to be something based off of something old. Speaking of which, let's move to the version of the car from the second movie. And we can do that just by doing this. And now we have the Part 2 version of the car, which is also shown on the cover of the box. Oh, and the back has all the cool stuff as well. So, this also came with 4 transparent pieces to make it look like it was hovering above the ground, which is very cool. And it'll definitely use that in stop motion if you haven't already. And just the way it looks is fascinating and all, and it looks fairly accurate to the original. I love what they did with it. And of course, you can notice that these are aiming down just like the ones in the movie. And I forgot what this was called. Probably says something in here. Nope, doesn't say nothing. Something about recycling. Now let's move to the one from Part 3. And there we go. The final version of the DeLorean from Part 3. If you don't know, then this is the one where Marty McFly goes back in time to 1885. It's weird how all the years are with 5 in it at the end.
Precisely!
But, in this one, Marty McFly goes back in time to the Old West, where Emmett Brown is stuck and is living a life there. And Marty comes to save him. A bunch of stuff happens. And after the movie, or when the movie ends, this is destroyed by an oncoming train. And then, boom! The time-traveling train. So, this one has red wheels on it instead of these, and it has the engine on there too. Nice. It still has this on here, but it's rather useless. Somewhat useless, I don't know. But other than that, it's still cool. I love how you're able to customize this set to make it look like whichever version of the DeLorean you want. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my review of the Back to the Future Lego set of the DeLorean Time Machine. Thanks for watching. See you next video. # Break the Uglies. And celebrate Back to the Future Day wisely. If you don't, you could destroy the space-time continuum. Space-time continuum. Yeah. Goodbye.
October 21st, 2015.
God, so like you weren't kidding.
Precisely.